this to a narcissist, they will eventually fall down and become your slave until death. Narcissists constantly seek validation from others, as it bolsters their fragile self-esteem. They rely heavily on external support and admiration to maintain their inflated self-worth, often draining their victims of vitality, health, and energy in the process. Unconcerned with the repercussions of their actions, they manipulate and exploit others to ensure compliance and evade responsibility. Those entangled in long-term relationships with narcissists often feel compelled to cater to every whim of their domineering partners. Despite their outward bravado, narcissists are inherently insecure and plagued by low self-esteem. Perpetually anxious about others' perceptions, they remain defensive, frequently resorting to deception. Their dishonesty is reflexive, and they swiftly adopt a defensive stance when confronted or questioned. Beneath their facade, narcissists are profoundly unhappy individuals. Their inner turmoil manifests as depressive episodes when left alone with their thoughts. To alleviate their distress, they habitually deflect blame onto others for any misfortune. However, recognizing their tactics can empower you to stand your ground if they attempt to undermine or harm you. Narcissists often employ gaslighting, a manipulative strategy designed to make their victims doubt their sanity. If unchecked, this psychological abuse can erode your mental stability. Its purpose is to tarnish your reputation, demean you, and strip away your confidence. Stay vigilant and trust in your own perceptions. By resisting their lies, you uphold your integrity and remain true to your beliefs, regardless of others' misunderstandings of your experiences. Engaging in a battle with a narcissist is futile, so don't waste your energy trying to change their mind. It's not worth your time to fight back, as narcissists are unwavering in their pursuits, making victory unattainable. No amount of reasoning will sway them. Often, a simple yes or no suffices when a narcissist attempts to convince you of falsehoods. Avoid lengthy explanations. A brief "oh" or "okay" followed by silence is more effective. Maintain composure, be assertive when necessary, but refrain from anger. Be selective about the arguments you engage in to avoid unnecessary conflict. When conversing with a narcissist, remember that less is more. Resist their demands without engaging in detailed rebuttals. Statements like "that didn't happen," "I've never said that," and "I haven't done that" are all pointless. Demonstrate understanding through silence. A brief "oh" or "okay," accompanied by a calm demeanor, speaks volumes. It subtly conveys that their antics don't affect you. We understand your viewpoint on the matter. We've gathered enough information to form our judgments about your actions and words. Remember, you can diminish their influence by standing firm. Additionally, it's crucial to have realistic expectations. Prepare yourself mentally for any confrontation. Success lies in being honest with yourself and setting realistic goals for interactions. By not expecting more than they've shown in terms of morality, kindness, honesty, and genuine love, you reduce the likelihood of being blindsided by their behavior. In this dynamic, authority and influence lie within your grasp. Empaths possess an innate ability to perceive the good in others, even amidst their misdeeds. Conversely, narcissists should abandon hope of evoking such empathy, for their actions often contradict their words. It's essential to scrutinize actions alongside words. Inconsistencies should not be overlooked. Be truthful about your feelings rather than deceiving yourself. Once you see through their facade, clarity dawns, empowering you to distance yourself from their manipulations. Recognizing their facade unveils the truth, prompting you to disengage rather than endure their disruptions. Lead by example, championing integrity and honesty. Embracing reality and self-acceptance, unfiltered by illusions, is the paramount choice. Authenticity triumphs over wishful thinking and denial. Indeed, some truths are immutable. Those who remain steadfast amidst adversity, focusing on positivity, pose a formidable challenge to narcissists. Unwavering honesty and openness disarm those who thrive on deceit. Redirect your focus and persist in your authenticity. The narcissist's influence wanes in the face of genuine sincerity. Narcissists embody self-serving tendencies, contrasting sharply with individuals of integrity and altruism. Prioritize self-care and pursue a fulfilling life, guided by principles of morality and compassion. Let your actions and character attest to your values. Your commitment to authenticity renders their manipulative tactics ineffectual. Silence is a potent weapon against narcissists. Disregard their presence to expedite relief from their torment. In prioritizing your well-being, enact a strategy of non-engagement, effectively nullifying their influence. Don't bother extending a helping hand to those individuals. Their silence speaks volumes. They're disinterested in the conversation at hand. They recognize your resilience and know better than to attempt to manipulate or take advantage of you, as your lack of engagement renders their tactics ineffective. It's wise to distance yourself from individuals who habitually mistreat others for their own gain. Refrain from engaging with them, as their behavior remains consistent regardless of your interactions. Maintain meticulous records when dealing with narcissists. Clear documentation leaves no room for manipulation or false claims. Whether it's through emails, documents, or texts, ensure you keep thorough records. Having concrete evidence will serve you well in the future, underscoring the importance of accuracy in record keeping. Silence is your ally when confronting a narcissist. Engaging only exacerbates unnecessary stress. Practice patience in navigating interactions with them, for the truth inevitably surfaces in due time. Strengthen your resolve and self-assurance. Authenticity ultimately prevails. Narcissists reveal themselves through inconsistencies and incongruities, and the truth about their facade inevitably emerges. Time unveils the reality behind their inflated ego, reaffirming the necessity of patience and discernment. Communication between individuals should be conducted with fairness and respect. Learning to release unnecessary worries is crucial for maintaining peace of mind. From my understanding, most people desire tranquility and harmony. That concludes my input on the matter, though additional resources are available for those interested. You're welcome to explore films that delve into the enduring impact of narcissistic abuse and offer guidance on embarking on a journey towards healing, thereby enabling you to cultivate a life characterized by security, self-assurance, and autonomy. Building a strong sense of self and fostering a positive self-image are effective shields against slander, falsehoods, and derogatory remarks. Reconnecting with the love you once harbored for yourself, your loved ones, and your past experiences serves to fortify your confidence. Individuals who engage in deceitful and malicious behavior hold less allure when you prioritize self-care and authenticity. Stay tuned for updates on upcoming training sessions once you've committed to the process. I trust this concise overview proves beneficial. Is the narcissist in your life behaving as though they're beyond reproach? In today's broadcast, I aim to shed light on why divine justice might seem delayed and how God addresses pride, manipulation, and deceit. Stick around, and I'll provide the insights you've been seeking. By the end of our time together, your wavering faith will find renewed strength. In the annals of biblical history, one figure epitomizes the concept of divine fairness: Jezebel, immortalized in the books of 1st and 2nd Kings. Married to Ahab, the king of Israel, Jezebel was a conniving, malicious individual who masked her true nature behind a facade of charm and allure, often assuming the guise of a victim. Sound familiar? Narcissists often exude an air of indispensability, yet beneath the surface, they reveal themselves to be self-absorbed, immature individuals willing to manipulate and exploit others to fulfill their desires. Jezebel's legacy is tainted by her promotion of the worship of Baal, a Canaanite deity antithetical to the worship of God. Notorious for orchestrating the murder of Naboth to usurp his vineyard and persecuting God's prophets, she operated with impunity, emboldened by her husband's acquiescence. Prophet Elijah's wrath was kindled by her actions, a testament to the depth of her transgressions. Despite the havoc she wreaked, Jezebel always emerged victorious, wielding her influence to manipulate situations to her advantage. Whether in the workplace, where she dupes the boss or instills fear in her colleagues, Jezebel embodies a universal archetype transcending gender. These characteristics are not confined to a specific gender. They manifest in individuals of all backgrounds and orientations. God operates in similar ways. It's crucial to discern patterns that might elude us when consumed by fear and anger. Firstly, God abhors idolatry and deceit. Jezebel's advocacy for Baal worship and her suppression of true worship exemplify narcissistic behavior. Like Jezebel, narcissists fabricate false personas and elevate themselves above others. Yet, remember, God detests the worship of false gods. Exodus 20 admonishes, "You shall have no other gods before me." While you might think, they don't worship idols, consider their obsession with self-image akin to gazing into a mirror. Narcissists exalt themselves and prioritize their desires over God. Beware, they seek your worship as well. Ever noticed how conflicts escalate when you challenge them? Their fragile pride mirrors the fragility of that mirror. Just as God cautioned the Israelites against idolatry in Deuteronomy 6, he also admonished Jezebel. Rest assured, God extends grace and offers opportunities for redemption, even to the narcissist. That marks the beginning. God will send signals. In truth, Jezebel's tale need not have concluded in such a manner. I'll delve deeper into that shortly. We're all granted opportunities and alerts repeatedly, akin to narcissists. I mean, how many times did God have to nudge your or my conscience to elicit a response? We can veer away from wrongdoing and seek forgiveness if we heed those signs. Failure to heed them leads straight to destruction. Indeed, that's precisely what transpired with Jezebel. Despite Elijah and other prophets confronting her, Jezebel defied their counsel. She even plotted to slay Elijah. Following his demonstration of God's power on Mount Carmel, where he summoned fire from heaven to incinerate a sacrifice, the prophets of Baal, championed by Jezebel, faced humiliation. What ensued? Incensed by the ordeal, she threatened Elijah's life too. We're well acquainted with her tactics, aren't we? Remember Naboth. Doesn't that echo the response of an injured ego? Cross them, and they harbour everlasting animosity. Moreover, they are easily offended. Should they perceive a slight or deceit from you, they'll go to great lengths to retaliate. In light of this, I imagine Elijah inquiring of God, "How will you address this woman? What justice prevails?" Nevertheless, God remains faithful. It's not his desire for anyone to perish. He desires the salvation of all, including you and me. God provides ample opportunities for repentance and often issues warnings through intermediaries. All right, I see where you're coming from. The initial warning phase can feel like an eternity for those anticipating justice and transformation. It's during this stretch that many contemplate retaliatory actions, only to find themselves in deeper despair. It's disheartening to witness some losing faith in God and hope during this period. But here's the kicker. Divine justice is on its way, my friend. God will set things right. Jezebel's story often serves as a testament to God's fairness. Even Elijah couldn't halt her reign of terror. Divine intervention was necessary. In case you're unfamiliar with the tale, let me give you the lowdown. Elijah prophesied a grisly demise for Jezebel, and indeed, her end was gruesome. Cast out of a window by her own courtiers, she met her demise under the hooves of horses, her remains devoured by dogs, leaving behind only her head, feet, and palms. See 2 Kings 9. It was a direct consequence of her actions, a divine retribution. Today, God will not be mocked, my friend. Those who flout his commandments and persecute his people will face their downfall and consequent punishment, just as Jezebel did. That narcissist in your life, adept at manipulating others for personal gain, devoid of empathy, twisting scripture to justify their deeds. They'll meet their fate akin to Jezebel's. Maybe not as harrowing, but fair nonetheless, because God's righteousness prevails. The reality is, everyone, even narcissists, will face the consequences of their actions eventually. Your ego might not reach Jezebel levels of evil, but it could still lead to some serious repercussions. Perhaps they won't meet such a gruesome end as Jezebel did, but God might let them suffer in other ways. For narcissists, this often means perpetual dissatisfaction, failure, and unhappiness. That's why sociopaths tend to deteriorate as they age. Essentially, God may allow them to be consumed by their own destructive thoughts and habits at some point. And when that moment arrives, it may seem like justice is elusive. But trust me, it's agonizing for them. Picture this: perpetually discontented, constantly craving more but unable to attain it. The fleeting satisfaction they find in others' suffering is their only solace. I'm not suggesting that your justice hinges on their suffering. Rather, I want you to understand that their seemingly happy lives are nothing but a facade. Your justice lies in the truth that God can turn the tables, redeem the years lost to pain, and bring joy amidst sorrow. Just hold steady. Moreover, I'm not sharing this to evoke pity for them. They've chosen their path. Their refusal to heed God's call has led them to this dismal existence, marred by agony, fury, and ceaseless attempts to satisfy insatiable desires. It's a bleak cycle of stagnation and frustration, akin to living in hell. What awaits narcissists? A perpetual torment of their own making, both in their minds and their lives. You know, I wouldn't trade places with them for anything. And it gets even worse when you think about what their ego truly craves. It's you, us, people. They feed off of others like parasites, rarely letting go of those they exploit and abuse. So what happens when their toxic behavior finally catches up with them? They're left standing alone, abandoned by everyone except maybe a few who rely on them out of necessity, or a deluded grocery store clerk who thinks they matter. But make no mistake, they're utterly isolated, with no real connections left. Sure, they'll play the victim card, pointing fingers at everyone and everything, including you. But deep down, narcissists are perpetually discontented. I get that you may care about them and wish they find happiness, but if they refuse to change, your support won't make a dent. God remains steadfast, unyielding in the face of their manipulations, just as he was against Jezebel. Take comfort, friend, for neither the devil nor a narcissist holds sway over our Almighty God. When narcissists twist the Bible to suit their agenda, they lead you to question whether you're the one in the wrong. Tune in to discover the 4 Bible verses they love to distort. And if you're grappling with difficult individuals in your life, grab a copy of our free guide on handling toxic people. It's my gift to you, designed to help navigate the challenges posed by those tough characters. Check the description below for the link. Imagine navigating relationships with narcissists as traversing a labyrinth of the mind, where each twist and turn tests your sanity. Confronting these emotional hurdles requires finesse and a unique skill set beyond the ordinary playbook. In this intricate dance of interaction, we uncover not just one or two, but a diverse array of strategies. 10, to be precise, capable of influencing the narcissistic mindset. Envision a battleground of emotions where conventional wisdom falters and manipulation orchestrates a turbulent symphony. You, the courageous protagonist of your story, armed not with weapons but with cognitive prowess, stand on the cusp of transformation. These 10 strategies, each a stroke on the canvas of psychological engagement, comprise your arsenal. From intricate maneuvers to seemingly simple approaches, these tactics mirror the natural ebb and flow of human connections. Therefore, equip yourself not only with knowledge, but with profound awareness that your journey, much like this discourse, is a tapestry woven with threads of complexity and moments of illumination. Let us embark. 1. Be proud of your independence and confidence. Imagine that you are firmly rooted in your freedom, which will protect you from the manipulative ways of narcissism. You move forward with unshakable confidence, destroying their attempts to make you look less valuable. It's not arrogance. It's a strong statement that their attempts to put you down will fail because of how sure of yourself you are. Watch as their plans fall apart in the face of your strength, making them face the results of their actions. Your freedom is a steady light that shows you how happy you are of yourself. Remember that real approval comes from inside you, not from a narcissist who says they can make you happy but can't. You have full control over your ability to find happiness. 2. Take your self-care to a whole new level. It's self-care that helps you find your way through the chaos of vanity. In the middle of chaos, put your health first and create an emotional symphony. Take care of your body by eating healthy foods, working out regularly, and getting enough rest. Do things that make you feel good, like taking a long walk or getting a massage. Surround yourself with people who will always be there for you and help you feel strong emotionally. As you put yourself first, the narcissist's hold on you will lessen and your confidence will grow. Putting your own health and happiness first has a huge effect, as this journey shows. 3. Stop saying sorry all the time. Stop saying sorry over and over, because it feeds into a twisted story of wrong guilt. Don't take responsibility for things that aren't your fault. Stop saying sorry to the narcissist in order to get them to feel bad. Each apology makes them feel worse about being mistreated. Even if they try to make you look crazy, remember that they are the ones who want to hurt you, not you. Don't give in to the urge to apologize or defend yourself when they try to manipulate you. Stand your ground and don't give in to their demands. Speak out against their plans without any remorse. 4. Completely giving up. Take a strategic step back. Cutting all ties with the narcissist's harmful impact and building a wall of time and space around yourself is sometimes the best thing you can do. Focus on your personal growth in the loving hut of understanding loved ones during this time of self-imposed separation. As soon as you leave, the narcissist may go through a deep self-reflection, struggling with the effects of their actions and the hole you've left. They may feel forced to find you because they are confused by the lack of communication and want to make things right and forgive you. 5. Keep your mind on the task at hand. When figuring out how to get past a narcissist, it's important to stay focused at all times. Do not let their actions change how you feel. Keep your feelings stable. Pay attention to your own happiness and well-being, and don't give in to their efforts to control you. Surround yourself with positive and helpful people, and set clear limits that show them you won't stand for their bad behavior. 6. How to break down false praise. Show the face. People often use flattery to control others, making them do bad things more often and boosting their ego. Instead of giving in to their inflated sense of self-worth, you should question it by pointing out their flaws and errors. Don't let what they say affect how you feel about yourself. Have faith in yourself, no matter what they say. 7. Turning down manipulative strings. Do not give up. Stand strong against their attempts to control you by not giving in to their demands and expectations. Without doubt, set clear limits for what you will and will not do. Keep in mind that your mental and emotional health comes first, and you have every right to protect yourself from their efforts to control you. Keep your pride and respect for yourself, even if they try to force you to do something. 8. Taking in your shine. In the presence of a narcissist's impact, take charge of your own story by recognizing the beauty of your existence. Leave the part they gave you behind and become the star of your own story. Instead of feeling guilty for moving forward, surround yourself with real happiness and care. Imagine that you are the main figure in their story, not a supporting one. Do things that make you happy, hang out with other people, and put your health and happiness above all else. Know your own worth, and don't let their hurtful actions define you. 9. Shining a light on kindness. Do kind and caring things to shine a light on the darkness of vanity. Lift yourself above their self-centered goals, and let your kindness shine brightly. Your kindness is like a light that challenges them at their core. The goal is not to be perfect. Instead, be kind whenever you can. They'll finally understand that their mean behavior has no effect on you. Accept difficult interactions as chances to grow as a person, building emotional strength and knowledge as you go. 10. How to use unwavering confidence. As you stand up for yourself without apologizing, your confidence grows. Do not get involved in their schemes to control you. Instead, set clear limits and stick to them. Send them a clear word that you will not stand for mistreatment. Although narcissists may try to act like victims, your unwavering drive cuts through their pretense. When someone puts you down, you should stand strong against their abuse. Don't let them get you down. They don't deserve your company if they can't treat you with respect and kindness. By using these strategies, you force the narcissist to face their actions, free yourself from their control, and put your own health first. Be very careful with your boundaries. They don't belong in your life if these methods work for you. You can help us keep looking into these issues by becoming a member of our channel for just $1. Your help and attention give us the strength to talk more deeply about mental and emotional health. Thanks for being an important part of our community.